what was it, like the DNC platform, they had that lady that was saying, you know, white people need to shut up and listen.
And my job is to shut other white people down when they want to interrupt.
Now that's the kind of discourse we're looking at for the future of this country.
So I mean, that sounds kind of bad, but again, you have, I mean,
kind of bad.
Well, I mean, that's what I find myself saying to a lot of white. I'm not gaslighting. Your side is the definition of gaslighting. Dude, you're telling me that there are riots all over Europe and riots all over Sweden. No, they're not. They're not. They're not!
You guys thought I only did videos on women, huh? Well, actually this isn't far off, but that's beside the point.
How did you get the name? Is that a lady name?
Yeah, kind of.
Are you a beta male?
I don't think so.
Beta!
You an alpha male?
You a beta!
This video is on DesTIny, a Twitch streamer who is self-proclaimed to be more liberal than most Americans.
Are you conservative or liberal?
Probably very liberal.
Probably very liberal.
Compared to, yeah.
Compared to what?
Most Americans. God damn, are Americans some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the fucking world?
So he's an SJW, which kind of makes sense considering he supports the discrimination against white people.
So what are you going to tell him? Tough luck you don't have a vagina?
Should have scored better than the other white dudes. I don't know.
You were born what? You were born too white?
Should have outdone the other white guys in class, man. Sucks for you. You're at the bottom of your fucking whiteboard class. You got fucked for it, rip.
DesTIny has a big brain, so he grew out of his conservatism.
And what made you become a liberal?
I got a little older, a little smarter.
Oh, you
grew out of it, yeah.
And you were tired of being a man?
In fact, they call him Stephen Big Brain Bonnell because his IQ is as big as his height at around a staggering 5'6", which is 2 to 3 inches taller than the average American woman without heels. With DesTIny's dainty narrow shoulders, it's no wonder why European women love him, but we'll get back to that later. Stephen Soyboy Bonnell has made a name for himself on YouTube. He is known for his 100% honest and ethical debates, using high IQ tactics in debates, such as ambushing someone who did not agree to a debate with several of his friends, talking over someone that he's arguing with.
Didn't you know the rules of not speaking over someone?
Oh. Yeah, someone, but you're no one.
Playing devil's advocate so he can avoid taking a position so that he can't lose the debate. Strawmanning and demonizing his opponents. Here's this Reddit post that has 10 minutes worth of timestamps of DesTIny strawmanning Dick Masterson. This is unbelievable.
What Mr. Medeker says. But that's just, you take it, you explode it.
Okay,
so it's bad, so you can vilify it. That's
so
what
firstly, you said that I'm trying to make it about feelings or whatever. So when we argue, we have fact versus feeling.
And I think that people have their own aspirations and dreams. And yes, there might be factors that help to shape those. But I don't think that people are so weak-willed that they need outside influences to come in and say, well, you're too fucking stupid to want to go into the tech industry. You're just a dumb woman.
This is a super condescending argument that is so fucking ignorant. I can't even believe you would say it. People, it has nothing to do with people.
I absolutely bringing it up.
Dude.
Let me finish it. Let me finish the argument. Then feel free to tear it apart.
Yeah, go for it. So if you tell me, if you say, DesTIny, I feel like you misrepresent people's arguments, and then I ask you, okay, well, what argument have I misrepresented? And you go, well, I don't have any examples. Then those are your feelings. We're talking feelings.
They're all examples. I don't think you could find an argument where you actually argued somebody's point. I think you can just...
but you can't name... It's so strange that I do this so often, but you can't name a single time it's happened. That's very strange.
I just did.
Okay, so we can talk specifically then about that, about me arguing with Mr. Medeker. So,
never getting emotional in a debate.
This is a super condescending argument that is so fucking ignorant, I can't even believe you would say it.
Or hypocritical. Other people can't use hypotheticals, but he sure can.
That in certain hypothetical worlds, your argument may be correct, but the problem is that I think that when you're weighing the ramifications of an action, you have to take into account how society will respond to that. But the problem is that we kind of have to assume that society is the way it is. Okay.
Don't tell me what I said.
Do you think that there are niche situations where incest is okay?
I don't. You do.
Oh, okay. So then, can you tell me, if you have a 19 and a 20-year-old who have not been grooming each other or sexually involved whatsoever, who are in school, they're school age, they're in college, maybe they're dorming together, what would be morally wrong about them engaging in incest for a 19 and a 20-year-old?
I mean, there's lots of things that could go wrong. We could have a bad pregnancy, could kill the woman. You could have...
Okay, what if they use protection?
Kids.
Plenty of people use protection. It's very common these days.
Protection is not 100%.
What if they're gay? It's two men, a 19 and a 20-year-old guy.
Like I said, I mean, I know you like to find these little niche situations, but dude, you're not proving that incest is right by like picking out gay siblings that never met each other and didn't groom each other. Like,
my goal isn't to prove that incest is right. My goal is to say that it's a morally neutral action. The onus is on you to prove that it is a moral wrong.
Being a postmodernist philosopher, Destiny loves to debate people on the things that matter to him and morals that we should question, like why incest is okay.
How do I explain to my daughter incest is wrong? Is it actually wrong? I don't know. This is a crazy fucking thing.
And why we, as a society, should be open to our children's sexual abuse being sold to pedophiles to jerk off to, for the betterment of society, of course.
Well, we would go back.
What about child pornography?
That's kind of a different thing. There's like moral versus pragmatic sides of that. I've seen a little bit of evidence on the pragmatic side, and it seems like an okay thing. I probably shouldn't say that, or it sounds bad, but like
we have to be open-minded and progressive. You wouldn't want to be closed-minded, would you? You would be like a bigot or something.
From what I've read, apparently men that are given access to child pornography have a higher chance of not actually committing pedophilic actions in real life, and I would argue that that would be a moral good, that if you can prevent people from acting on those urges, that's something that should be explored for sure.
After all, who cares if that would create a whole market for people to profit off of your child's sexual abuse?
What you can do is you can find people that were previously abused, okay, so the child porn that's already been made, and then you would offer them some sort of compensation if you could get their consent to use it in a therapeutical setting or whatever, would be the idea.
Consent to distribute people's abuse. All right, Destiny.
Don't worry, guys. They'll make sure to ask your daughter to buy her VHS of Santa Claus sticking his coal inside of her as a 6-year-old. And once the pedophile's done with that, he'll ask for more, because he can't just get off on the same thing over and over. Think about his feelings. After all, Destiny thinks that we should stop stigmatizing pedophiles so much.
Videos on pedophilia, you don't think that, they should be killed or imprisoned, right? If they don't act on their sexual urges.
Oh, so I don't think any sort of mental illness should be demonized. The demonization of pedophiles in society is an incredibly negative thing, I would think. Pedophilia is very much a mental disorder. The more you stigmatize it, the less people seek treatment for it. So yeah, I absolutely think that pedophilia shouldn't be demonized or stigmatized.
Cool. Yeah.
What? You don't want children's sexual abuse being legally sold to help pedophiles? What are you, pro-pedophilia or something?
Well, my argument is I don't want kids getting raped in real life. You don't seem to care about that.
Listen, everyone. We should have a utopian pedophile society because Destiny read a study once.
You are absolutely fine with a child fucking an adult.
In a society...
If we live in a utopian society.
If we lived in an absolutely utopian society where there was no stigma whatsoever on any type of sexual activity, then yeah, you could probably make that argument.
Booster C. Bonnell's kind stance on pedophilia makes sense considering his chat logs of him distributing a photo of a 15-year-old that he called hot. And in the chat logs, it seems like his friends really wanted that photo. I don't know how much or how little clothing she was wearing, but I'm sure it's fine because after all, Booster C. Bonnell says that you're not a pedophile if you're an adult and you have sex with a 14-year-old.
I think that's an oxymoron. I don't think children can consent to that.
As important as it is for our children to learn about the moral dilemmas, like if they should fuck daddy or not.
So apparently this guy's got a daughter, and apparently one day the daughter goes up to the dad and talks about how, like, Dad, I'm not able to have an orgasm when I masturbate. I don't know why. And the dad was taken a little bit by surprise by it, and eventually the conversation came down to the daughter saying, why can't you just show me, like, show me what it's like to have an orgasm or whatever, because I've read all this shit about it. And then he was like, well, I can't, incest is wrong, but the daughter is, like, arguing with him like crazy, and he doesn't have any rational arguments to defend that point. And I mean, I don't know, are there?
Booster Seat Bonnell had to quit these debates because he was just tired of poning these conservators Ben Shapiro style.
Here's your guide to Republican morality, okay? Here's how Republican morality works in the US. If a Democrat does it, it's bad. If a Republican does it, who the fuck cares?
Trump supporters are just dumb Southerners whose IQ is so low and cannot be compared to the high IQ of a Hillary supporter because all the city people voted for Hillary, and city people are smart.
So there's already like a high level of probability that you're either sub 90 IQ or doing some jobs to get replaced real fucking soon.
Why don't these redneck Republicans get it? Just sell your kids' sexual abuse tapes to pedophiles so they can jerk off to it for the betterment of society. Get with the times, honey. Super smart Stephen Bonnell knows that these redneck Republicans will never get it, and that's why he wishes for them to be castrated and hung.
Are you fucking retarded? Please, sterilize yourself immediately. Chop your fucking balls off. How could you say something so fucking stupid? How could the Republican Party care about cheating on your fucking wife? Maybe the average Trump supporter today doesn't care about people cheating on their fucking wives or whatever, because I don't know, most of you would seem like you're fucking 16. See it? Are Republicans still defending this guy? I hope I make it far enough to see fucking people hang. That's all I want to see. We need to bring back public fucking execution in the United States.
So Booster Seat Bonnell had to take a break from these type of heated debates, but recently he debated Sargon of Akkad.
I heard that you wanted to talk about transgenderism. What's your opinion on it?
I mean, I think it's a thing, and yeah, I don't know. What's your? Weren't you making some? Didn't you say you didn't believe it was real or something? I feel like I saw some tweets from you.
No, you didn't.
But before this, where was Destiny this whole time? He's been MIA, right? Well, to put it simply, he has abandoned his son to go fulfill his dreams of living out a cuckoldry in Europe. And don't badmouth it because it's not bad. It's consensual. This is a consensual cuckold.
Find them.
We can get them tomorrow.
What the fuck?
It's New Zealand, mate. It's not fucking America.
But we're in Queensland. They could throw them out. I don't even think you guys hit them well. What?
What are we doing tonight, Destiny? I don't know. You're not.
If you pay attention to the reflection, you will see that Destiny is making out with this guy's girlfriend, and I'm sure he'll have his way with her afterwards. Sorry, son. Daddy can't attend your soccer game this week. He has to go fly to Europe and have sex with a girl with another guy. Have fun with mommy. Bye.
Like, this is about Steven, and it's not, he didn't do anything, just to be clear. But because he's moving here, everybody's messaging me, telling me to fucking kill myself, telling me that I'm the reason his child is gonna have a horrible life. Everybody's telling me that I'm literally the worst human ever, and it's like, he's so, like, Steven is so great, but I can't handle it.
Because you just shouldn't fight in front of your kids. It's not healthy. It's not good. Parents should always be a united front. You don't want kids to think that you hate each other ever. It's fucking horrible.
You can tell he loves his son so much.
So this is Stephen Bonnell. He says cuss words.
Yeah. What's your name?
Nathan Bonnell. He has a girlfriend.
No, don't.
Yeah, he does. He has a girlfriend. He's 9.
This country is fucking... I wish I didn't have a kid sometimes, so I could just pack my shit and get the fuck out of here.
When I eat pizza, I like to eat the toppings first. I like to remove the...
Yeah, that's weird, bro.
Every time I see my son do this, I like beat the shit out of him. I can't believe it. When we go to a pizza place and I see him like pick shit off, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Nathan? Put it in a box and take it home. You're not gonna embarrass me out here. Throwing something at somebody is fucking physical abuse. That is domestic abuse. Period. Fucking period. I would have felt my shit with Rachel. I wouldn't have any fucking fans today because you guys would probably think I'm a fucking abuser too. Garen fucking teed. Because you better fucking believe I had to fucking choke her out a few fucking times. That shit got crazy. Hell yeah, it did.
As you can see, Desteeny makes a great daddy, and he's not abandoning his son because his son could just go on Twitch and watch daddy make out with another woman in front of her boyfriend. Between dumping his kid onto someone else and his kind stances on incest and pedophilia, I would say Desteeny would make a great babysitter. So it's a good thing he's a Twitch streamer, so that means he basically does babysit your kids. They watch him every day on Twitch. And if you don't agree, you're just a redneck Republican. I'm sure liberal extremist BuzzFeed Bonnell will have a great debate on his Twitch stream about why it's okay to dump your child on someone else to be in a cuckold in another country. Maybe he'll call it therapeutic cuckoldry. Destiny's White Knights will try to thumbs down this video and try to keep it hidden. So if you want this video to get out there, you have to make sure that you like the video because it does matter. It adjusts the way that YouTube will recommend the video. So if you support the video, make sure that you follow through and that you like the video.
If you guys want an assignment, if I can give you guys a project, if anybody wants to go through the internet archive and get together all the Brittany Venti tweets that she put together calling me a pedophile or whatever, I would love if somebody wants to do that. I should make a post on my subreddit and do it, and I'll take all of it and go to my Twitch partner, dude. See if I can get her fucking banned. I'm really tired of this stupid bitch talking about me. Holy fuck, I hate her.
Lily, say bye. Wanna say bye?
If people are fucking around with my shit and they're making videos of me that I don't fucking like, if I even think it qualifies for protection under copyright laws, I'm gonna fucking smash the fuck out of that video, okay? Fuck out of here with that shit.
He's such a good debater. Look how smart he is because he puts his hand over his face because everyone else is so stupid, dude. Whoa, so high IQ.